Now, may I request Dr. V.V.S. Coordinator, Co-Chairman, Foreign Trade Subcommittee, Andhra Chamber of Commerce, to come on to the dais, please. Respected guest speaker, Mr. J.C. Tirumurugan, Founder, Director, WCMS Investment Solution, Chennai, please come on to the dais. Now, may I request C.N. Parthasarathi, Andhra Advisor on Foreign Trade, Andhra Chamber of Commerce, to come to the dais, please.
Respected guest speaker, Sri J.C. Tirumurugan, Founder, Director, WCMS Investment Technologies, Chennai, Dr. J.S. Giri, Chairman, Andhra Chamber of Commerce in absentia, and our colleague N. Parthasarathi, Honorary Advisor for Foreign Trade, and Executive Committee members, Honorable Advisors, distinguished guests, our members, and invitees, and a Global Exam family. Welcome to everybody. I deem it privilege to extend a warm welcome to this evening for the presentation on the fundraising on alternative options beyond banking. So this is a very, very interesting subject. So I extend my hearty welcome to Mr. J.C. Tirumurugan, who has kindly consented to be the guest speaker and to address our members. All the way has come from Chennai. And some of you might be new here. I can say I am seeing some of new faces. So for them, it is Andhra Chamber is a 95 years old organization having a presence in Andhra, Telangana and Tamil Nadu. So when it was Chennai, Madras state, so this was formed. So now we have the separate states. So Andhra we have office, Telangana we have office, Chennai is the headquarters. And now coming to this program, in today's rapidly evolving economic landscape, the path of fundraising for your companies is being taken place very rapidly in a diverse and dynamic way. So, olden days we used to depend on only the bankings for the funding. Now, beyond that, we have these other options also. So it has a remarkable transformation offering a wealth of innovative alternative that can help you to propel your business forward. As we gather here, today I am thrilled to share the platform and having a talk with Tirumurugan. And he has kindly consented to the speaker for sharing his valuable insights and the alternate options for us, how you can do the fundraising options, which can revolutionize the way of business and you can secure your resources for your fund needs. From the power of crowdfunding, where passionate people, communities rally together and promising ideas to the range of angel investors, network that provides just not the capital but also innovative mentorships. As you might be experiencing the think tanks. How many of you have seen think tanks? Show is coming in the Sony, Shark Tank.
Yes, sir.
Shark Tanks.
Yes, sir.
So where people come and present pitch their ideas, people are coming forward to invest and also give the mentoring, giving hand-holding, and even if they are failing for the funding, and those branding they are using and brands are going up like anything. You have seen they were not successful inside when they are pitching, but when they came out, but their brand has become a very successful brand. So offshores of potential P2P lending where individuals can directly fund the projects. They believe in bypassing the traditional bureaucracy and financial institutions. Nowadays, when you go to the banks, so what they ask first? Payers, your returns, and if you want something, then you have to give the collaterals. If you are giving 1 crore, then they will give the investment of 50 to 60% only. And again, that is funded at 10 to around 8 to 10%. Where you are working for banks, not for you. You are only getting maybe 2 to 3% only, isn't it? So this is though people have the opportunities in the businesses, and many of companies or the organizations I have seen, they are not able to grow because of this constraint. They have the opportunities, they have the market, they have the business ideas, but not able to. So today, as we embark on this session, I request each one of you to make a note of the topics which are being discussed today. Make a note, and as usual, we will be taking up thorough question answers, because some of the topics will be very interesting to you. I am sure today we are going to have a very, very valuable takeaways from this program, and also we wanted to have a detailed one-to-one discussion also. And what is your tomorrow's program? Are you available for that? Yeah. See, we will be telling in the last also. After the program is over, there will be, as usual, question answers will be there. So if you want to meet Mr. Tirumurugan, so we have this special session one-to-one tomorrow between 10 to 12. So we can have in this chamber. So we have to book the time, pick up the appointment, book the appointment, then you can come and meet. Okay. So I hope this session will be having an excellent interaction, and guest speaker today is for better understanding of how the fundraising beyond banking is a very, very interesting subject. So with these words, I once again welcome everybody, and I request our colleague Partha Garu to introduce the speaker. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good evening, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Since its inception in 2004, WCMS has established itself as a stalwart in the financial services industry and the visionary leadership of Mr. J.C. Tirumurugan, holding a BSc degree and a postgraduate diploma in software development. Mr. Tirumurugan's illustrious career spanned over 15 years of diverse professional experience. He began his career as a software programmer and trainer, eventually transitioning into key roles in marketing and product development. His extensive expertise encompasses IT, training, automobile sales, and overseas education profession with significant contributions to renowned organizations such as BDCS, BC India, Cars India, Unipro, VSP Motors, and VSP Consultants. Driven by the legacy of entrepreneurship within his family, Mr. J.C. Tirumurugan chose to pivot from his corporate career to pursue his vision, founding WCMS in the year 2004, offer innovative financial distribution services. Today, he manages a portfolio of over 300 clients worldwide, consistently helping them achieve their financial goals through dedicated support and expert advice. In 2019, leveraging his extensive 2-decade experience, he realized his visionary goal with the incorporation of WCMS Investment Solutions Private Limited. WCMS is a fintech company specializing in aggregating pre-qualified fundraising solutions tailored to the current and future needs of the successful and promising Indian businesses. WCMS operates through 3 strategic business verticals, that is WCMS Business Easy, WCMS Alternatives, and WCMS Wealth Coach. Mr. Thiruvargan is deeply committed to empowering individuals in India to achieve their financial aspirations and supporting Indian businesses in reaching their ambitious goals. His ultimate vision is to contribute to making India the next global superpower. I have pleasure in presenting to you Mr. J.C. Thiruvargan. Now I request Dr. VVS's Koteswara, Co-Chairman for the Subcommittee, to extend a floral welcome to Mr. Thiruvargan.
Thank you, sir. Now may I request our guest speaker, Sri J.C. Thiruvargan, to address the gathering.
You all here, and it's been very long time to be in Hyderabad. So for your interest, I think I've been working for Hyderabad also. I've been working for a company called Issue International, which was in Panchagutta, and I was staying in Mehndipatnam. So I picked up small Telugu from here. I can mix Telugu also in my discussion to make things more interesting. And thanks for Andhra Chamber of Commerce to giving me this opportunity to be here. Today, my objective is to I will just try to say what is our objective is to open up the alternate options available outside bankers. Today, like any business, the main problem is the funding. And we believe 2 people, one is a chartered accountant and others are the bankers. And these are the 2 people we wholly depend on them. And bankers, they are doing the best to their ability, because basically banks are called as a debt syndicators. You give a debt security, they give you a loan based on your security. And chartered accountants are not supposed to be doing the tax filing and other things. See, today everything has become a professional. See, if you go, like I think 5-10 years before, we had doctors, general physician, he used to do everything. Right from dentistry to gastroenterologist to dermatology, like he was doing that 4-5 medicines he was being managing. Today you have a specialist for the right ear, and for the left ear you have another specialty. So today everything has become a specialty. So likewise, fundraising is also like it's a special. It's a huge area. If you look at finance as such, finance is a big area where unfortunately we are not very familiar with the finance. See, a successful business owner can be successful as long he masters his business and also the finance. If he is able to bring the required finance at the right time in the right form, definitely business will be successful. Today the major problem is, that is a major problem. See, today what has happened is the reality in the market, business. Today almost in a week I am able to see 2-3 balance sheets in a week. See, there is a paradigm shift post-COVID. Post-COVID has affected all businesses. By and large, the entire business has been affected post-COVID. Even though it is not being shown outside, but the reality is there is a big impact post-COVID and it's still not recovered. But the other side, if you look at it, opportunities are good. Like one side, company is bleeding, debt is too much, opportunity is there, a lot of opportunity. The business owner is craving in to meet up the opportunity, but he is not able to do that. That is today's position. So what do we do? How do we match this? And always, I used to always say one thing is, the best proverbs is, where is opportunity available? You need not have to search anywhere. Opportunity is available, only the crisis. If you have a problem, means that you are going to find a solution. It is your ability to go into the problem and find a solution. If you are able to find a solution from the problem, you are the successful person. So there is a crisis. So you have to find an opportunity. If you are able to bring the opportunity together, definitely you are going to be successful. And today I think we have to be really happy. The position in which the geopolitics or whatever you talk about, I think we are in a fantastic position. So the entire world is looking at India. The businesses are doing fantastic in India. Everyone wants to invest in India. Everything is set right. When I said I'm 57 years old, when I was 25 years old, my father said you have to be a doctor. When I'm 15 years old, because my family is full of doctors. And they said you have to be either a doctor or an engineer. I said I want to be business. They said, Guru brother man. So like they said, no, like, or otherwise you have to be in a government job. Like even if you get a, I mean they used to say in Tamil, Arakas Udyogam Arasanga Udyogam. I don't know how to tell in Telugu. But that's what is being said. But today, the buzzword we are talking about startups. The government's focus on startups. Everyone wants to do businesses. And every youngsters are coming with new ideas. So like today, like we are talking about startups, unicorn, and government's focus onto it. So a lot of ideas and opportunities are available. So only thing is how are we going to manage this is very, very important. Yeah, this is what, like opportunities are huge and we need to connect. And once we are able to connect the problem and the opportunity, the success is going to be always there. When it comes to business, so we have two different, I'm just trying to touch base on the few basics so that if I go to the solution, we'll be able to understand much better. So I'm just trying to predefine certain things before going to the what is that alternate solution beyond that. Even though I'm going to talk much about the basics, I would prefer to spend some few minutes onto it. What is basically finance is, they say it is very difficult to understand. Finance mathematics is very difficult. But if it is being taught properly, it is very simple. See, basically like our teaching process, like I think our taxation, banking is all made more complicated. Like, so that you don't understand. I try to say something, but it is being complicated. That's how I think that is being done by Britishers, still we are being following it up. I think we need to do a lot of changes. So if finance is only two animals are there, one is called as debt, another one is called as equity. Debt is nothing but I borrow money from someone, I have to pay the money. I don't have the money person who is going to give me money, he doesn't have some ownership into my business, but I have to pay back an interest and I have to pay back the principal. That is debt. Equity is something, I have a fantastic business model. Someone comes and says, Dhruv, I like your business. I'm going to invest in your business, but I need a ownership. Today your business is being valued for 100 rupees. Maybe 5 years time it will be valued for 10,000 rupees. So I know that your business is going good. So I will give you an equity and I will do a valuation gain. So like why an investor is coming to invest in my business is nothing but he is getting multiples. He is prepared to take a risk. And why I am giving you an equity is nothing but it's money comes without a pressure. If I take a debt, it comes with a hidden pressure. I have to serve the interest, I have to serve the principal. And today, like you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Typical example, COVID. Simply 2 years taken out of my calendar. 2020, like March, who knows? Modi said 20 days lockdown. It went for 2 years, still we have come out of that. We don't know. I've taken a loan from bank. I've pledged my property. Something in between comes in. I send my products to the supplier, and supplier says I will give you in 30 days, but he takes 90 days. But still, I don't have a control on my cash flow. But equity comes like that, like it's a long-term money, it comes for 5 years, I don't have the pressure of serving the interest and the principal. But I have to increase the valuation. So that is called as an equity. So this is very simple about equity. Managing debt and equity, this is the skill which every entrepreneur has to develop. If you ask me whether debt is good or equity is good, both is good. We should know how to manage this. Different situation, different challenge comes in. At that point of time, like I have to switch sides. So always, like even a few minutes before I was been talking to, I was been telling like what Adani's had last year. So Adani had a problem. Hindenburg was saying Adani is going to fall because he's having too much of debt exposure. He said, hey, look, okay, fine, I have too much of exposure on debt. Okay, let me clear all debt, bring equity. So he, whatever was being created against him, worked in favor of him. So debt, whatever huge chunk he had a debt, he has to serve the interest. He brought in equity and relieved all the debt. So he's comfortable. So you should be able to know how to manage debt equity ratio. If you are able to know that, in whatever challenges come in, you can scale up to the next level. So you have to master how to handle debt equity ratio. And this is where we say, like, why an investor is investing in equity. So these are the major advantages what we have listed. So, like, there are a lot of investors available. They want to invest. See, why I want to invest? I invest in a bank because I get a fixed returns. I invest in equity market because I get around 15 to 20% returns. I invest in gold because gold is stable returns. I invest in real estate because in long term I get a good returns. But when I invest in equity, I'm talking about multiples. So when someone is investing in an equity investment, he talks about, hey, how much I get? I get 5x, 10x. 5x means 5 multiples. 10x means 10 multiples. And why people are investing in startups? Startups gives you 20 multiples, 30 multiples. But the risk is too high. But multiples is 20x. Like you would have seen a lot of companies which has come out. So what is like a person like Paytm, how much he has invested in his business? His business is being run only by FDI investments. So he has to know how to handle that FDI investment, how to handle this equity. So he has mastered that. So he is able to do that. There is also a risk for investors, so we need to understand broadly what is the risk available for the investors, so that you present your proposal. You can cover up this risk also, so that when you present your proposal to the investor, if you cover this risk to him, your proposal will be more appealing to him. Business owners' advantage. So these are the business owners' advantage, like access to the capital. So decision making here is much faster. When it comes to an FDI investments equity, the decision making becomes much faster. And it's a debt free. As I said, it is a debt free. And risk sharing. The most important here in an equity is, suppose I bring in an equity investor, your money is in my game. So if I am in trouble, I can come and say, hey, look, my dear investor, I have a problem. Can you help me how to come out of this? So your money is in my game. So you will give me a genuine solution to me. But banks are not going to do that. So he is going to shoulder your risk. We don't know. Business is goes through different troubles. We didn't know what is going to happen today, tomorrow. Okay, so he is going to share your risk. And these are the, I think, sort of network expansion, like, see, you bring in an HNI investor to you, your business. I like your business, I'm an HNI investor. And when he is invested into the business, automatically your network increases, your reach increases, because his money is in the game. See, like, the problem in a South Indian entrepreneurship is, see, I've been traveling around the country, meeting a lot of people. Like, I've been meeting Gujaratis, I think you must be having some Gujaratis here, and you have your Marwadis, like you have, if you go to Tamil Nadu, you have counters available, and a lot of people are there. If you go to Tirunelveli, there are different type of people. I think in Andhra also you will have different Rambars. Like, everyone different business, and each and everyone are strong in their own traditional businesses. But the problem here is the business owner wants to hub the business. I want to have the 100% of my business. This is my share. I will not allow someone to come in. So that is not right in today's business. Because today, the lifespan of any business is very, very short. The lifespan of the business is being thinning down. We always say, you didn't know what is cooking in the other side of the kitchen. It's not that, when my grandfather had a bullet, he drove the bullet, he gave to my father drove the bullet. But are we doing that? We don't drive a car more than 4 years, 5 years. That is the lifestyle of a car. So when I was in automobile industry, a power steering was a luxury, power window was a luxury. Today, power window is part of it. So today, whatever you're talking is all amazing. I don't know what automobile will come in next 5 years. So automatically, whatever you buy, even your 25 lakhs car you buy, next 5 years it is outdated. Maybe after 5 years you will have self-driven cars. Who wants a driver driving cars? Who wants? You sit in the car and say that you want to go to Banjara Hills, you go to Banjara Hills. So,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the roads.
Mahindra is investing heavily into it, sir.
No, I mean the traffic police if they
Correct.
barricade. No?
Correct.
We see U-turns.
Correct.
They are putting barricades. There is a symbol. U-turn symbol is there.
Correct.
Still they are putting concrete blocks.
Correct.
So which it will take? Like in India, it may not be possible.
No, sir. I think I have been talking to the top IT head of Mahindra. They are investing heavily onto this self-driven cars.
No, I mean the road infrastructure.
Yeah,
See,
that
there is
will
a
change.
U-turn symbol.
Yeah,
below
that will
metro.
change.
But it is blocked. Symbol is there.
Correct.
Still it is blocked. So which it will take?
No, it takes the scan of present road. It takes the camera. It goes to it has been radar assisted. So
No,
current
I
road situation it
Let
takes.
us not discuss on the
Correct.
technology, that we have the
Correct.
sensors also.
India means we have been witnessing, that.
Correct. So what happens is the disruptions are happening, business models are changing. So you should not hug the business. See, today I think a lot of IIM graduates, what they do is, youngsters, they come, they float a business, and they be in the business for a couple of years, increase the valuation, sell this business to someone else. That is called as M&A, mergers and acquisition. And again they go with the big money, and they go by, develop another business model, increase the valuation, do that. Even Elon Musk has been doing that for me. That's how he increased his capital. Correct. So, business owners, this is basically a few points which I've been trying to highlight, so that whenever you present your businesses, you should know what is your advantage, what is your risk, to whom you are presenting, when you are presenting, what is his risk, what is his advantage, so that you can position your business model. Yeah, this is the main thing. What are the options available? Okay, I will list down few options. I will read it because this is the crux of the presentation. Debt funding, Debt funding is usually in banks or NBFC. Equity funding is by and large we are talking about equities, and in equity you have a lot of other things available. ECBs, I don't know how many people know about ECB. It is called as external commercial borrowing. It's something like that, like you have a company here, you can register your similar company in Dubai, you can borrow money there and bring money from there as from your own sister company, like you can borrow money called as you have to get an LR number from RBA and will get this money as ECB. And this is called as LIBOR funding. LIBOR funding is much cheaper. LIBOR funding is around 6-7% today. 6% debt and secure. Okay, and that route is called as an ECB. SBLC, BG trade LCs, like SBLC is a fantastic instrument, but again in India, it is not practically possible to discount. So let us forget about discounting in India, SBLC, but we have another options. Again, these instruments can be discounted outside India. You have to open a bank account. Once you open a bank account in Dubai or some other places, usually this happens in Dubai, and some transaction happens in London also. Again, you open an account, I have an instrument, the bank will not again discount it, I have to bring in a monetizer. Monetizer will extend its credit limit. Okay, so I open a bank account, I have an instrument. SBLC is nothing but a collateral security. I have a collateral security, I have a bank account, but again, I don't have a limit. So I have a monetizer who will come and extend his credit limit. Based on his credit limit, I discount this instrument, I get this discount, and from that I take it back. Okay. Pre-IPOs. Pre-IPOs is nothing but any private limited company. If you want to go, we have a 3 years good balance sheet. You want to go for a listing, I think you would have seen a lot of IPOs coming in. Before IPOs, we can do a pre-IPOs also. VCs, you know what is happening. VCs is much spoken. VC angel funding has been much spoken. CCDs, NCDs, and ICDs. CCD is something very good instrument. I didn't know why India is not being practiced heavily. If a company model is good, business is good, and future projection is also good, but balance sheet is not good. So I don't have a collateral security. So how do I raise capital? So it seems as of now there is no options available. But you have something called a CCD. CCD is called as compulsory convertible debentures. Any private limited company can issue come to CCDs. It's a combination product. It is initially as a debt, then it can be converted into equity. So usually people will be taking 3 years CCD. Third year, when your balance sheet is good, convert it to equity, give an exit through an IPO. So here the advantage is, for a business owner, I borrow money, I have to serve only the interest. Principal I need not have to pay. Principal you get listed in the stock market and you sell this instrument in the stock market. So I borrow 10 crores, 50 crores, whatever it is, I have to serve this 50 crores and a coupon rate. They used to say coupon rate. I have to serve the coupon rate. Take 3 years, 4 years time, improve your balance sheet, prepare yourself for an IPO, do an IPO. By the time you convert this instrument as an equity, exit to an IPO. So that is called as a CCDs. And institutional investments, a lot of institutions are available to invest on a short term, long term. Institutions have some surplus, they want to diversify. So we say we are talking to a few big institutions saying that diversification. So everywhere there is a risk. So I'm into, let me say I'm into paper industry. I'm doing very good at paper industry. But I talk to the business owner and say that, hey look, we don't know what is going to be the disruption going to come into the industry. So what do I do? So don't be here alone. Keep investing into different businesses. You need not have to run the business. I will give you the business model. You come in as a major stakeholder or you sit in the board. So that is called as a strategic investments. institutional investment. Any businesses wants to invest in different businesses. I think Tata has been doing heavily. Tata has been investing in a lot of startups because they want to know, they want to be present everywhere. Saying that, hey, why should I do that donkey's work? Sorry to say this. Why should I run a business, manage this human resource, take care of this compliance, and they make that 10-15% profit? Rather, you give me a good business, I will invest in this business, and let them give me 10-15% returns, or I'll take the multiples. So there are like third generation, second generation, third generation. I have a Chennai-based one guy. He is a Marwadi, like from Saukarpet. He is a third generation. He says, "Thiru sir, I will not do whatever my father does. I cannot do that." From Coimbatore, I have 1%. His father is having a textile mill. You know what happened to textile mills in Coimbatore. They said, like, sir, why should I do this, sir? Life is very big. I want to enjoy life. My father spent all entire life in managing the human resource, labor problem, compliance, this, that, and nothing, sir. I have money. I will invest. You tell me businesses. I know business how to evaluate the business. I will know how to do the due diligence. He is very sharp. Education from abroad, US, and you give me the business, he will say, this is a business, this will happen, this will be risk, everything. He talks about right from EV to hydrogen, like ammonia, like everything he talks. Very knowledgeable. And SME IPOs, I didn't know, like SME is another platform, like on main board, you have an SME also, like you can also do an SME IPOs. HNI investments, strategic investors, joint ventures, mergers and acquisition, and many more options. And we can always structure it. These are the products available, we can structure it. See, you go to an ice cream shop. See, previously we used to go to ice cream shop, they used to scoop vanilla ice cream, strawberry, something. Today I think they have a frozen plant, put all this mix, and as if they do like a parota, na? Like they do it, roll it.
Crush.
After an ice cream, they do a lot of this. There's so much of noise, and they put and give it to you, and we like it. So mixing up various solutions is what we key. So what we do here is nothing but. I don't want to raise my college because I always say every business has its own problem. So I want to say like a doctor cannot ask his patients, how are you? He's not supposed to ask. If he asks, then he'll say, why the hell I'm here if I'm good? So, each and every business has its own problem. So when it comes to me, like I have to find out what is this problem, how do I find a solution, and which tool has to be brought where and when it has to be exited. So that is where we are trying to bring in create a platform. Okay, different options are available. So this is all the simple options we have listed. And essential preparation. See, basically, when you go out in the market to raise capital, so you have to be also prepared. You can't go empty-handedly and say that I want money. I see people coming to me also, like I said, like I've been meeting a lot of business owners. They come and say, how much you can give me money? What a good question. So like I said, you tell me how much you want. No, sir, if you give me 5 crores, I will do this. If you give me 50 crores, I will do this. You have to be clear what you want and what are you going to give. So if you are not prepared yourself, then how are you going to get money? See, I used to always say, like either it is a bank or a VC or a HNI or a FDI, like you have to convince them. Why should I invest within you? Okay, that is very, very important. And what is the opportunity available in front of you? That you need to do that. So these are the main few points as a business owners you have to take care of initial preparations. When these preparations are done, your fundraising becomes easier. And again, we have been talking about risk mitigation, business owners risk mitigation. Again, you have a risk. So now you know how much money you want. Then you are prepared yourself, how to present yourself. Next is you have to understand that you have a risk. How are you? What are the risks for you, and how are you going to mitigate this? Okay, so these are the points you have to follow to take care of your risk mitigation. So again, when you talk about your risk, you have to also understand what is the risk of the investor side also. So when you prepare your presentation, so basically, like what you have to say is, what is my requirement, how I am going to utilize, and what is that I am going to give. And when I present my requirement to an investor, I have to address his risk also. When I am addressing his risk, he is convinced. Decision making makes much easier. Most of the proposals fail because you are not addressing the risk of the investor. Consider me, I am sitting with $10 billion. I want to invest. So someone is coming and telling me that my proposal. So the amount of time I can give him is only few minutes. Today business is like few minutes. Within that few minutes you are not able to convince me, or you are not able to address me, you lost the opportunity. Because few investors are there, but many opportunities are there. So you have to address the key points. Once this has been addressed, your presentation becomes easier. And these are the few data, like to be said, what is the NPAs are happening in India. So we have the data till 22, and 2018 NPA was in peak. This the number of companies growing year on year on NPA, non-performing assets. So, like so much of business owner came into the market, they have taken the risk, given their bank loans, and they are not able to pay back. So, and this is the foreign direct investments in India. So much of money is coming. So like I have also a small video, I think I have it in my laptop. So I think maybe I can share that. It just got it in a WhatsApp. It says 2024, India has overthrown everywhere. We are the major FDI investing place. We have overthrown China. So much of money is coming into it. I have a data as of last year, how much Telangana has been taken investments, FDI investments alone. So where are we? Investments are coming. Investors are investing in Telangana. Investors are investing in Andhra. Investors are investing everywhere. But are we taking that? These are all real data. IPOs. How many IPOs? 2021, during the COVID period, IPO was on the peak. Still, I think we have seen too much of IPOs in 24, but still, compared to 21, the number of IPOs which is coming this year is less. So today you go to any mutual fund fund managers or your PMS fund managers those who are or any stock brokers, they will say, absolutely there is no company to invest in the stock market. That's the reality. Few mutual fund companies have stopped receiving money in small caps. Because they say there is no company, where do I invest? You give me money, that's okay, but I don't have stocks to invest. Where do I invest? They stopped taking money in small caps. So the thing is, we talk about capital market. The same set of 100, 200 companies, 1,000 companies, this is what available. New companies are not coming in. We are not taking the opportunity. And this is on number of high net worth individuals. 2021, I think, 2021 was again in peak. High net worth individual is nothing but big guys like big boys, what do we call it as? Those who have invested everywhere and they have a lot of surplus money, they want to invest, they know they want to invest in business model that. They say like, I'm not interested in investing stock markets. I want to rub shoulders with the business owners. That's the word they say. Let me rub shoulders with the business owners. Okay, let them do the business and I will invest in their businesses. Okay, they come as stakeholders, major stakeholders, they sit in the board, they attend only the board meetings. They don't interrupt in the day-to-day business. It's not their job. Their job is to make sure that the company gets the multiples. So I think today everyone has started becoming very smart. The days have gone. I'll tell you, the days have gone. People making money in IPO, gone. Today money is available only in pre-IPOs. The days have been when you, on IPO you buy stocks, on listing you sell. All that days have gone. Today that game is all happening in pre-IPO stages. So that is what we do, something called as an block deal followed by a deep discount. So that is again, that has not been told, it is called as block deal followed by a deep discount. So you have filed a DHRP for 400 rupees and like you are going to go for an IPO in next 6 months. Now I come to you and you are valid for 400 rupees. You want 50 crores? Okay, fine. I will buy you. I'll buy your stocks, but again on a deep discount. So 400 rupees worth of stocks, I'll buy it for 200 rupees or 300 rupees, 200 rupees, or whatever it is. It's called as a deep discount. Because I buy it for 200 rupees, 3 months you're going for an IPO, I get 400 rupees. That is a pre-IPO business. So a lot of things are there, like, and another one is called as it's called reverse mergers, reverse merger. The reverse merger is very simple. Like, see, I wanted money only from the capital market, but I am not eligible to do an IPO. I don't have a strong balance sheet. So I need to have 3 years balance sheet to go for an IPO. I don't have a balance sheet, strong balance sheet, but I am cash. I am sitting on cash. But I want to go to the capital market. How do I do that? I buy an existing company. There are companies available. I buy an existing company, 100%. So this is A. This company is called B. B is listed company. I am an unlisted company. I buy B. Okay, I become 100% stakeholder. Merge this and rename A as B. So B becomes listed in the stock market. This is called as reverse merger. So I have 3 verticals. So like I have 3 verticals. I go for listing. WCMS, alternate asset, business easy with a wealth coach. So like I split this company into 3. So 3 different listed companies have gone. So a lot of things are there. Like so even someone says, as per the auditing norms, without 3 years audited balance sheet, I cannot be listed. I say, be responsible. I'll do a reverse merge. So it is all nothing but tools are there. How to use it, how to make sure the business grows up to the next level. So if you keep saying no, always no. If you keep saying yes, there are options available. So that is what we are trying to do. We are trying to create a platform where the business owner comes and discusses his problem, and there are a lot of fundraising options available. They also come and discuss their requirements. We do the matchmaking and we make sure that marriage happens. So that is what we do. I think question answer. I don't know whether I rushed through or something. It is already 6:30, but still, if you want, I can go back also.
Can you explain me, sir, about the debit risk factors?
Sorry, sir?
Debit risk factors.
Risk factors.
Yeah.
Debt risk for the lender or the borrower?
Borrower. Lender.
Lender. Lender, he has a, he again in a debt, it is being divided into two. One is called a secured and another one is called as an unsecured.
Suppose the non-financial business sectors like private banking, like private business.
Private businesses, they do it is called as an unsecured loan, unsecured funding.
Yeah.
So unsecured funding, both sides is highly risky. Sir. The person who is lending is also risky. The person who borrows is also risky.
But borrowers are in safe side in India.
Safer side, sir, but again, what happens is South Indian businesses are very, what do you say, very sentiment, and we are, see, basically I'll tell you, like you borrow at 3%, 2%. So when you borrow money at 2%, I'll tell you, you prepared to commit yourself. But borrowing money at 2% or 3% is nothing but you're postponing your dates. Simple. 3% is what? 36%.
3% you mean 36% per annum.
Per annum. Sir, tell me, sir, if you're borrowing at 36%, your business should deliver something around 50% revenue, sir.
Yes. Which will not.
Which business is giving you 50% profit, sir?
The
So you are in deep trouble. So you are just postponing days by borrowing at unsecured loans.
The recovery system is also failed for this kind of things.
Correct, sir. That's what I said, both borrowers and lender. See, lender, like he has to have a different mechanism in recovery.
For small things that may work out for them.
Big thing doesn't work. Big thing doesn't work. See, if I am more smarter than if I have a bigger muscle power than you, what you will do?
Yeah, that's what I am.
See, you lend money, you don't know what is my muscle power. After borrowing, I say, come on, sir, I will not pay. What do you do?
That's why you do this.
But okay, sir, like due diligence to what extent you do? See, like, see, today that's where unsecured business today, people are sitting with a lot of money and say, some tell me good product. I said, boss, you are borrowing, you are lending at 3%. Again, you want a balance sheet. You want to see the statement. You want to see the GST statement. If he has all this, you would have gone to the bank. No, sir, my money. You might then you will lend it at a lower rate. And 3% is front load. Literally, it works around to 60%.
Sir, we are using 3%, it is confusing because rate of interest is always percent per annum.
Right, sir. But in the market, if it is an unsecured, they talk like this only.
In official parlance,
Correct, it is 36% front loaded, it lands up, you will be landing up paying 60%. Yes, sir.
Sir, my question is on.
Thank you, sir, for your excellent presentation and fundraising alternative options. Now the floor is open for interaction.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thirumurugan, for giving a wide spectrum of options. Now, how far practically it is useful for our participants? Because we have the startups, we have the MSMEs, we have the larger scale business and medium. So, how far it is practically useful? Because not everyone may be going to the IPOs, not everyone may be going for the mergers acquisitions. So, how far practically it is useful? Now, after a presentation, what is your understanding? Now, what are those questions are coming up in your minds? So, you can open up now and you can ask frankly. If any detailed meeting is required, then we'll fix up it tomorrow. Okay. So, just you can have the common question of understanding your doubts. Okay, now the floor is open for you.
Sir, I have a one. I want to know.
You are just stopping, na?
Yes, sir. My question is on
CCD.
CCD. You said that it is a very good product. So I just want to know why it is not that much popular in India.
Sir, usually that is the understanding of a business owner, and these options are not being made to the business owners. So awareness, maybe like it is an awareness, lack of awareness.
Earlier olden days there were the convertible debentures also. So then after 5 years or 7 years it used to be converted into shares. So far they were getting nearly 5%, 6% interest. After the period they are convertible debentures, non-convertible debentures also.
Okay.
So even some of the shares like AWS, all these paper fertilizers, ever playing those things. So they used to go for this kind of convertible, non-convertible. Sometimes they take a portion of the money, they convert after 5 years, partly convertible. The remaining will be non-convertible. You keep on getting interest, and this becomes the equity. And that you own the equity, then they will not have the burden of paying interest. So fully convertible, NCD or NCDs, non-convertible.
You have NCDs, OCDs, CCDs, you have a lot of things. CD is called as convertible debentures. Under convertible debentures, you have a lot of things available. So, I think that's where it has been closely hand-holded. It's been closely hand-holded, and it was not let out. So now that market is open, a lot of options are available and can open up.
Yeah.
Sir, can you throw some light on crowdfunding, sir? Crowdfunding is a source of funding.
So crowdfunding equity is not legally allowed in India. So crowdfunding, it comes in the form of a debt. So basically it is like this, sir. You can do it within your community. So you can do a crowdfunding. So you can't go in a big way to do that. Equity-based crowdfunding, if you do that, SEBI will come in. SEBI will give you its own restriction, and it is not allowing.
What I understand.
Yeah.
What I understand, not only you have covered the subject for easy understanding to all, but I understand that you are taking up the cases also. Is it true? Will you be able to give solutions to the business units?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are doing it. You are in the same line.
Yes, sir. We do. Sir.
Yeah.
We are as a consultant or an
Yes.
aggregating platform.
Yeah.
We get into your business.
Yeah.
We study your business. We understand your problem, and we give you a solution. We explain you how this solution will work step by step, and we handhold you in getting through this problem.
in the same manner, I am just thinking of not for myself. I want to provide kind of guidance to the units where they are suffering from fundraising. See, one case, I mean, first of all, I want to know what kind of size, what size of units you can take up. Because, you know, I think you may be taking up for big size corporates.
No, so it's not like that. See, basically, like size, like, see, basically, like I prefer to stay back from startup space. But again, startup is again a big word, because everyone, like, even if I have a requirement of 5 crores, I am called as a startup. I can do a startup with 500 crores also. So it depends. I mean, like, see, basically, like we say, like with a minimum requirement of $5 million will be good to start with. But even if it is small, like, see, that's where we have a different way of handling it. So we have something called as an alternate. We are developing what's called an alternate. We are trying to create a subscription model.
Just for having a knowledge sake, I want to quote one case. Can I now?
Yeah, please.
They are into pharma, manufacturing bulk drugs. Doing well. Unit is worth about 150 crores. They have work orders on hand about 60 crores now, right now. Because of, as you said, the account is irregular, consequent to facing the problems during the COVID, their accounts are almost turned irregular but not NPA. They are searching for funding. Banks are not able to provide them. What kind of solution we can give?
So we need to deep dive into it. We need to understand, and we need to find out what is the value, value available.
Yeah.
We need to unlock a value.
I give you the details, but
Yes.
nursery I can say
Yes.
they have only 20 crores of funding now from a private sector banker, and the unit is worth about 150 crores. Absolutely no issue, valuation.
Sir, for your instance, we are working on certain things like where a company is an NPA and it's been closed almost 5-6 years, and if they are not paying money within next 1 month, it is going to a repossession stage. For that company, we are infusing money
That's correct.
because there is an unlocked value available.
Stressed account, you are taking.
They are doing.
But this is not a stressed account, but irregular.
And even if I am able to do it for stressed account,
Yeah.
if there is an unlocked value, we can do it.
Definitely, I try to contact you, sir.
Sure.
Similar accounts I have.
Sure.
We can help them out.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
The caption itself, the title is fundraising alternative options beyond banking.
Yes.
In banking, we never raise funds. We only borrow. The title is sufficient. Multiple fundraising options.
Correct,
So they know the
correct,
problem.
correct,
Just a share of thought. Right.
It's only a sentiment that we believe only banks. We have been grown up like that. So you need money, go to bank. You want to invest money, go to bank. So that's, we have been brought up like that.
Yeah, that's only borrowing.
Even lending, sir, we believe only bank.
Fund is meant for a particular purpose. Development banks like SIDBI, NABARD, they create some fund.
Sir, and one thing, sir. What is IDBA, sir? What is there? Why is this bank formed, sir, IDBA?
For industrial development.
What are they doing, sir, today?
What is
Car loan,
ICICI?
bank loan, credit card, jewel loan, personal loan?
Because the failed industries.
Yes.
For that matter, what is ICICI full form?
Yes, sir.
What's that?
What is
ICICI.
ICICI?
Originally established only for investment purpose.
National credit something, yeah.
What are they doing now?
They are absolutely,
HDFC, sir.
SBFC Housing Development.
Housing Development Finance Corporation.
Correct, fully.
Car loan, bank loan, we make personal loan, credit cards,
Sir,
home loan.
LIT, LIT, in short form, lending, investing, trading. All these things are happening in different ways.
Now, see,
Next.
the purpose of this program is to connect the service provider to the industry. The aim of this program is connecting this kind of consultant to our members. Now, this may not be possible for Mr. Thiru also to give the immediate solution for you. You have to come up with the commercials, you have to come with the full details, have one-to-one talk, or if you want to have an appointment, you can book for tomorrow. You come with the finance commercials, then you can have one-to-one talk. But as you have any doubts, we are welcome. We are here to clarify.
Suresh.
You said a lot of funds are available, but they are not having the industries to inject the funding. So, as really we reach to that state, or otherwise the soil is not having the leveraging capacity of the.
Sir, there is options. Basically, like I'll tell you, geopolitics, what is happening. Okay. So today, there's a huge change in the way in which the business is happening entire globe-wise. Okay. So today, everyone was investing in crude oil, government, US treasury bills and everything. Now, everything is unstable. So where do I invest money? So the best way to invest money is into business. And which economy has been doing good now? Europe, already in trouble. Middle East, trouble. US, trouble. The only country which has been stable is, fortunately, India. We are going to be we are attracting so much of investments. So I'll tell you, sir, like Modi goes out and says invest in India. He goes to France, he says okay, and they sign an agreement. He says I will make $100 billion. Where you will invest, sir? So you have to go, like he gives the money to the VC. Like you know how many grants are sitting idle in your incubation centers. Each college, so much of money is coming. Every year, money is given to the college, and the department is returning the money back to the end of the year. Again, money is coming there because they don't know how to use it. That's where you come with the incubation, acceleration. They do it, but see, the money is there, but you don't know. We are not business owners. We are not prepared to take that money.
So what is the risk factors for the foreign financial company to invest for the small startup company in India like me?
Sir, see, foreign direct investments, they look at an interest rate, so they look at the returns or something around 8 to 10% is a fantastic returns for them.
No, myself, what I have to look
Your interest.
Preventions.
Sir, you should not dilute an equity in an early stage.
Not equity, small startup company.
Whatever it is.
What I have to look into them, what precaution I have to take before taking or accepting loan.
Now, loan is different, sir. When it comes to an equity, either you are small or big, only thing is you should not dilute too much at an early stage. See, one mathematics, sir. You are 100%, sir. Out of 100%, I am giving you diluting 5%. Still, I am 95%. I am the major stakeholder. Okay, so further I can keep on diluting till 45. I am 55. 45, 55 is I am a major stakeholder. At the initial stage itself, you dilute 45%, you are in trouble. You don't have a shoulder space. You can't expand. So your valuation, percentage of dilution is very important. If you dilute, you are aggressive and you dilute major stake at the early stage, you will be crashing. Then you do 100 is 100, sir. Out of 100, 45 is gone. Whatever your valuation goes, so there is no shoulder space. That is where I said debt equity ratio.
See, valuation is always a question, no? Valuation of a company when it comes out. It remains a question all over the country.
So that's valuation. I'll tell you another proverb, sir.
Please.
If you torture the number, it will deliver what you want. You should know how to torture the number.
So normally how to arrive at?
Number sir. So two ways of working. Either you give the papers to the evaluator and ask him to arrive with the numbers, or you have your numbers and ask him to do the backside work. You give the result and ask him to do work the numbers.
Solution to their problem, from the solution, framing a problem. Reverse.
Correct.
Give the problem, seek a solution. Give the solution, frame a problem.
See, it's
How the mentor is happy.
See, it's something like this. I met a business owner and I found the business model is very good. And see, it's a fantastic industry. I'm infusing equity into it. And I'm diluting a major stake. And I go to the evaluator and I say, first, I'm bringing in so much of money. I'm bringing in $10 million. So the valuation has to be $20 million. He said, how do I do it? Bring in sweat equity. The promoter is already in the business. Bring in the sweat equity. Yes sir, I can do that. So you tell them like, see, this is a number I want, and there are, see, if you do a valuation, you have a lot of ways to do it. Future cash discount, lot of things are there.
Sir, undervaluation and overvaluations are involved into valuation. Normally, it will be either under or over.
Yes.
Very rarely valuation.
Actually not. Actually not.
Being crushed is all being crushed is what is your EBITDA and how is your cash flow. So EBITDA is 30%. I tell you, I have a business model. EBITDA is 40%, and the product is cash and carry. What else you want, sir? Fantastic business model, sir. 30% plus the EBITDA, cash and carry. Or sometimes distributors are paying in advance. A fantastic business model, sir.
Yeah.
So now I would like to ask you people what is the takeaways of today. Mr. Diri has thrown out so many options. The slide is full. Out of this, what is your takeaway? What is your ideas this program has given you? What kind of ideas have come up after seeing the slide? Though it was not visible to the last people, so still sir has read out what are those options. So what you felt is innovative thoughts, sir, I got it. Anybody would like to share?
Utilize the existing available funds from the government side.
No.
For the companies.
No government. He says alternative.
That was not there in the slide.
Yes. That is what missing. See, government will bank.
So many options are giving now. They are raising a lot of funds now. Utilizing those schemes and funds is better option.
There are schemes, you are getting some subsidies. So when you are setting up like a food processing, there are subsidies are available depending on the again of the entrepreneurship or the land or the area where you are establishing. All these are the different models. Again, as per the status also, SC, ST or beyond, there are certain schemes are available. No, that was not covered here. Other options, what you are. Anybody would like to share?
I think alternative, instead of options, it is alternative option beyond funding is contact JC Murugan sir.
That is why I wanted to bring up those ideas so that you can think of your ideas. You can plan your journey accordingly.
Correct. See, sir, my financial literacy is very little. Okay, so a lot of things, all those abbreviations, it's a big learning curve for us. Do you also give some kind of basic financial training?
Yeah, we are planning, sir. We are planning to do that. So this is just as I told, like finance is huge, sir. Unfortunately, our education system is not teaching in finance. So like, and when it comes to business, like it is again a huge subject. It is not being taught. So we are planning to do a half-a-day session in different cities on particular topics. So we will come back to you, sir. Because you have to learn. Like if you are talking about listing, it is a big subject, and we are talking about strategic investment. It is a different subject. FDI it is a different subject. Like you have a lot of things to be done, and how to see. Still, business owners. I think you will accept with me. Like business model is good, but for the sake of tax, they show lower EBITDA.
Which is wrong.
Which is absolutely wrong, sir. So a lot of business comes in, everything is good. When I see the balance sheet, I say, boss, please go, come back after 2 years.
Many business people.
That is exactly what is happening in banking. Because of their 3 years, they are not able to get it, whatever is there. And based on that, you cannot do a valuation as well.
Correct.
Because the company is shown, वो दिखा रहा है टैक्स बचाने के चक्कर में. He is devaluating his own product.
Correct, you are devaluating.
And you do not know, though, जितने options हैं, he is sitting, it is like hook mandu cover. You are sitting in one well, thinking, yes, I will get out of this well, without realizing the market is open for you. And you cannot get out of that well only.
So he says, I am doing cash. But like you see, the logic is that when you are taking in equity, like your attitude becomes very key. Because see, when you go to bank, you go with the security. So I have to trust you. See, equity investor has to trust. So you decided to cheat government. I'm sorry to use this word. So then what is the confidence that you have? Equity investors will have?
Best thing that you said, that there is no shoulder room for when 55, 45 is there.
Correct.
Most of these entrepreneurs, new generation entrepreneurs, initially completely take away their 45, they give away. बांट रहे हैं. जैसे कि मुझे देना नहीं है. बट आपको जब एक्चुअल डाइवेस्टमेंट जब आपकी वैल्यूएशन आएगी, उस समय you do not have shoulder space. Then you are left with what? It is like a coalition government. अब कौन चलाएगा और कौन किसके ऊपर बैठेगा, that is the thing, and you lose out the entire business. When it is about to reap, you are losing everything. That's where is the problem which is happening. I think the best thing what has happened is, and I think it could be put in a best model is, that people should know that there are a lot of information, but they are not even scratching a single of them, thinking something out of some God will come. Like for this entire room, everyone thinks that you are the God for everyone. ठीक है, right now, which is correct. But in God, भगवान भी बने में 50 गॉड है ना, डिफरेंट देखने के लिए. तो एक गॉड से क्या होगा, सबको गॉड करना पड़ेगा अपने लिए. So that's where it is. Until we know about it, and you say banking was boring. ठीक है, ये फंड रेजिंग ऑप्शन के लिए कोई जानता ही नहीं है. The iota of information is not it. The people don't do it. So much of information is there. No one is dwelling on the subject. That's the biggest problem.
The problem is like we feel that we don't want to disclose our finance.
Exactly.
We want to be conservative. Why should I do that? I should not do that. How much profit? No, I think you keep it yourself.
जितना बताएंगे उतना बेटर है.
Correct.
जितना कम बताएंगे उतना ही प्रॉब्लम लेके बैठेंगे.
Correct.
नहीं, अभी छुपाए तो अभी लेटर आ रहा है ना, बाद में आ रहा है.
And number 2 is, you always think that I know everything.
Yes.
Because I know everything.
As a business owner, that's a typical mindset. That's why he is not able to grow.
Correct.
जब 5x 10x नहीं हो पाता है, स्टार्टअप क्यों हो रहा है? इसलिए क्योंकि उसको कुछ नहीं मतलब है, वही तेरे को 5 साल में कंपनी से छोड़ के बाहर चले जाना है. ये कंपनी को.
Anyhow, finally it went for making entrepreneur abuse. But there are several things if we need to discuss in a clear process, because we went to the discussion abusing the entrepreneurs. These people are not doing this. It is not the way to discuss.
No, it is not like that. That's where is the another.
I think you are banker.
It's not in the middleman mindset we have.
Sir, I fully agree with the house here. We are accidental industries like this. So financial literacy will be definitely missing. Basic problem is there. So when it comes to finances, I know everything. That is the attitude most of the time. So I request Professor Garu to kindly have this kind of sessions again and again, so that we continue in knowing the things, and this is very good for the chamber also. Thank you very much, sir.
And it should be a one full day, sir, on financial resources management in business.
Financial literacy.
One literacy तो ही छोटी बात है, accounting आया तो literacy बन गया. Much more advanced version. Minimum one full day.
Sir, I agree with you. If somebody has a need, they will tomorrow come back.
Yes.
Even if I give whole day, 2 days, nobody will come back.
What is the timing tomorrow?
This is a giving the taste of the options,
Morning 10 o'clock.
not giving the platter.
Tomorrow same time?
It will have 10 to 12 morning.
See, tomorrow Guyab is coming, they are the real interested people. I know everybody want a fund for raising their business. Agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Everybody is looking for options to raise their level. See, nowadays, I know people have the option but not able to grow because of the money. People have the options, people have the ideas, people have the products, not able to grow. So, there are constraints we are having. If you go to the bank, bank will not agree. Bring the 3 years balance sheet. Balance sheet also we have to do. Okay, so if you are really having an interest, please come and discuss tomorrow. Get a solution. Solutions are there for every problem. Even sir was discussing with me, NPA company, he has given 80, how much? $10 million has been organized funding. If you go to NPA, go to the bank, will they even entertain you? They will not even entertain. No, Baba, we don't accept it. But people like him, he can see the solution where I can fit this borrower and investor. That is the platform here. So don't expect the whole day's program, today's program. But this is the, we are giving the chart. If you want, you come back.
Sir,
The straight answer.
there is a Shark Tank program on Sony television. I do not know how many those who are present, how many have attended that one, applied for it, or got the benefit of the federal family statistics.
So you are late, I want to discuss.
Thank you, sir.
Even unsuccessful people also became successful after coming back. उसका brand मिल गया. Shark Tank में गया उसका product. Okay, there are people even Hyderabad also, some people have got that. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all the participants. Now, as a token of appreciation, may I request Dr. VBSS Koteswarar, Co-Chairman Foreign Trade Subcommittee, Andhra Chamber of Commerce, to present a memento to respected guests.
Respected guest speaker, Mr. J.C. Tirumurgan, Founder, Director, WCMS Investment Solutions, Chennai. Dr. VBSS Koteswarar, Co-Chairman Foreign Trade Subcommittee, members of the Andhra Chamber of Commerce, honorary advisors, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Friends, I stand before you to discharge the present duty of proposing a hearty vote of thanks to our respected speaker, Mr. J.C. Tirumurgan. On behalf of our Chairman, Dr. J.S. Giri, Dr. VBSS Koteswarar, Co-Chairman Foreign Trade Subcommittee, members of the Telangana State Advisory Committee, and on my own behalf, I convey our grateful thanks to Mr. J.C. Tirumurgan for his excellent presentation on fundraising alternatives beyond options beyond banking, and also for his lucid clarification during the question and answer session. It is my desire that members who are present here should get in touch with Mr. J.C. Tirumurgan for alternative options for the fundraising and his valuable advice. I thank Mr. J.C. Tirumurgan for his cooperation to the Chambers and arranging IT sponsorship support. I thank all the members participants for this presence, participation, and making the program a grand success. Please join us for a group photo.